It's 95.5 KLOS and 955KLOS.com. Stu here, doing my best impression of a frog today. And my special guest this afternoon is one of the most respected and one of the most utilized drummers, I think, in rock and roll. Oh, no, stop it. You know him from Quiet Riot. He's played with Hughes Thrall, Wasp, Billy Idol, Faster Pussycat, Steppenwolf, just to scratch the surface. Frankie Banali. Good afternoon, and thanks for coming in, Frank.
How you doing, tough guy? I love your Lemmy impression today.
Thanks. Oh, nice. Right? Yeah. I don't know. He was here a couple days ago.
God bless him.
We cannot, I don't want to go there because he'll find me.
God
he'll
bless
throttle me. Some congratulations are in order on a number of fronts. We'll get the smallest one out of the way. The Bonzo tribute that you played again was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago now?
It was last Wednesday at the Key Club, and then the second one was on Thursday just before NAMM at the Galaxy Theater in San
And how did
Diego.
those go for you? There was a lot of, well, not a whole lot of rehearsal, but obviously you guys took time and care getting the parts down. And how did the shows go?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, they were incredibly well received and well attended. I think the most amazing thing about it is you get into the situation where you have all these drummers from a wide spectrum of rock bands, and I mean, all great name guys. And if there were any egos in any of them, I never saw it.
Yeah.
It would have been checked in at the door. Everybody was there for the same common reason, which is to pay homage and respect to the great, the mighty John Henry Bonham.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. If I could do that every week, I'd be a happy guy. 'Cause, it was great.
More congratulations are in order for you for reviving Quiet Riot. This wasn't something that anybody really saw a couple of years ago. In fact, you went out and said, "We're done. No more Quiet Riot."
This comes as a bigger surprise to me than it could come to anyone else. The reason being is that it was never my mindset to do it. Well, first, let me say that I've had an incredible amount of support, more so than I had ever hoped for and expected. But I've had a fair amount of criticism, too, from certain people who will take the statement that I made at the beginning of 2008, a few months after Kevin had passed, that I had no intention of continuing the band. And I had no intentions of continuing the band. I don't apologize for what I said because I meant every word of it. I don't apologize for now doing the opposite of what I said because enough time has passed now where I have put the situation in perspective. What started me on the road to consider even doing Quiet Riot again is we're doing a documentary on the history of Quiet Riot and my personal history in the band. So it actually forced me to go into the archives, which I control, and go through 30 years of footage and through pictures and different memorabilia. And initially, it was very, very difficult to look at a lot of these things because, again, now when I look at the footage, this is the only way I can actually see Kevin anymore or hear him. And there's a lot of home movies and things, so it's not just performance, but it really is a huge cross-section of the history of Quiet Riot. And that began the healing process, and that's when I started to seriously consider the possibility of going back out on the road with Quiet Riot, because I can't replace Kevin. Kevin is irreplaceable, but I miss playing the songs. It's different now to do it without Kevin, because for 27 years, you have to remember, I had the best seat in the house. So for 27 years, I looked in front of me, and who did I see? Kevin. And so now, anytime I sit behind the drums, I don't see him, and that's a very difficult thing for me to
That's something you'll have to adjust to after a while. So the shows that are booked right now for LA, February 3rd at the Brixton in Redondo Beach, February 4th at the Canyon Club, February 5th at the Galaxy. Bang, bang, bang.
Correct. And we actually are doing on the 28th next week, we're doing one show at the Ramona Main Stage
down by San Diego.
in San Diego.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're doing that, and then we're doing those 3 LA shows. And it should be interesting because Quiet Riot is an LA-based band, so we'll see how that goes. But beyond that, we have a number of dates across the country. And we're actually doing a tour of Australia and New Zealand the end of April going into May, and that'll be the Mental Health 2011 tour. And joining us on those dates will be Warrant and LA Guns, the Phil Lewis.
The Phil Lewis LA Guns.
Phil Lewis LA Guns with my friend Steve Riley on drums. And there will also be local support on those dates.
Awesome. And that's what I missed. That's the news that you did not want to come forth with.
I have not gone public with this until now. This is all for you. Why? Because I love you. And I love KLOS.
Information you can only get here.
That's right.
Looking forward to seeing Quiet Riot back on his feet again. Frankie Banali, thanks so much for coming down.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate your interest in Quiet Riot, and you're a top shelf guy, so I really do appreciate this.
Thanks very much.
All right, feel better.
Will do. It's 95.5 KLOS.